Okay, welcome back, friends. How's it been? How's
Howdy
it going?
doody. You ain't heard that.
Yes, I've heard that. I've never heard you say that.
Had to pull it on out.
I wish you wouldn't have. Howdy
Better out
doody.
than in.
Shut up. just shush. Anyway, I know you still struggling with school.
As usual.
Beating your ass.
As usual. I'm surprised I don't have bags.
Girl. Well, by this point, I know in the last episode, I was telling y'all that I was getting my art and everything back up and running. So that website is now up and running. At least by the time this comes out, it will be. And now that I've said it, I kind of have to hold myself to it.
Yeah, you do got to do it.
SweetArtFluid.com is where you can go to check out some of my artwork, if you please. And if you want to buy something, I won't be mad at you. And I do have everything on there 20% off. So check it out. If you like something, definitely give it a purchase if you like it enough. No pressure. But yeah, that's only really the updates. It's been an easy week.
That's good.
And it better stay that way. It's Wednesday. It better stay that way.
Okay.
Ask me in the comments how I'm doing. And I'll let you know if this is a good hump day or a bad one. Actually, if I don't respond, it's probably a bad one. But yeah, so let us know in the comments what you've been up to, what's going on in your life, what are you excited about? Just, update us, friends.
What you doing?
Yeah, what you doing? So I saw something on the internet. I don't know if it's true, but I did think it was funny.
What is it?
And this could go either way for you because you just do not like Batman. Ain't no and you don't like that motherfucker.
I don't like his philosophy.
So you don't like him. But it was literally just this that said, Mexican Batman has been duct taping motorcycle thieves to poles. He's done it 5 times and now police are hunting for him.
Sound like Batman to me. Do whatever the fuck he want to do.
It even had pictures of the people being taped.
He duct taped them. Look at him having a smoothie.
It's literally a picture of somebody in a Batman costume and people duct taped to poles. I'm like, I don't think that's true, but it's still pretty darn funny.
No, I think this man in the Batman outfit sipping on a smoothie really is taping motherfuckers to poles.
You do?
Yes.
I think it's hilarious. Don't be a thief then. Else you might actually get a Batman.
I wouldn't be too opposed, but here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch them stealing the
And why just motorcycles?
And like, why not? The thing is, if this is a pattern you have noticed in criminal activity, why did you not? But again, there's layers to this. How trustworthy is the police? We don't know. Maybe he did try to work with the police and they not listening, so he said vigilante justice. Maybe his bike was stolen. We don't know.
But my other thing is, how is it that you are only finding people that stealing motorcycles? Is it that high of a crime to steal motorcycles?
I don't think it is. I think that's why he's resorting to vigilante justice, because it's like, motorcycles for the most part are not unique enough for you to even be able to say it's your fucking motorcycle. If they take the plates off, yeah, they have VIN numbers and everything, but a black motorcycle looks like a black motorcycle.
I don't know. Just like
I don't care enough about them to even know the differences in the motorcycles.
That's what I'm about to say. I don't know, because some people, just like with pets, one black cat looks like another black cat, but you ask the owner which is which, they gonna know which ones is which.
Well, that's Rachel. She got her 2 cats, and I don't know which cat is which, but she know. They her cats.
Yeah.
They look the same to me. They both black cats.
Man, I'm telling you right now, as much as I love my cat, put another goddamn cat in there that looks like Zephyr. I ain't gonna know who the fuck is who.
You gonna know because the kitty bowl gonna make a sound and she gonna come running. You
Both
like,
their
that's
asses gonna
Zephyr
go
ass.
for it. I'm gonna have to say Zephyr, and then whichever one come, I'm gonna assume that's Zephyr.
I think she's shady enough to not respond.
Zephyr can be a bitch. Zephyr can be a bitch. I will say that. I love my cat, but she can be a bitch.
I think she's shady enough to let the other cat. I don't feel like fucking with her right now. You can
fuck
go.
her.
You can go.
You get your turn.
You get your pet. You be all right.
My cat is crazy enough to do that.
She's funny.
But another thing I saw on the interwebs was, so I know you know who this is because it says you follow them.
Yeah.
KevOnStage.
Yes, I love KevOnStage.
So
what did he say, man?
He was at the podcast summit. He was one of the speakers.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's when I started following him. I had heard of him, but I had never really heard his stuff. He's going to be here in October. But he said, you know, he always do his thing. I saw this on the internet, and then he's talking about he saw something on the internet, but it's really just his own tweet that he saw.
Yes,
like, of course you saw it. It's your
hilarious.
Tweet.
Like I said.
So he said, if your notifications are always off, you must think you better than everybody else.
I wouldn't say that.
You know what I would say?
Not
you know what I would say, KevOnStage?
I wouldn't say that.
I would say you think we better than you. We don't think that.
If anything, you shut them off because you get overstimulated by how much shit is going on.
That's why I don't wear my Apple Watch anymore. I got tired of feeling that buzz. I was like, I'm so tired of this.
I got mine. It only does phone calls and text messages. Nothing else alerts me.
Oh, mine was just text messages.
No. It's on vibrate though, so it's not too bad.
I get tired of feeling that vibration. And
you said it said to messages is phone calls is where I let it do multiple. Text messages is one. That's it.
Nah.
That's all.
Well, now when I saw that, I just thought, I love how people, and not even just talking about,
but we've already talked about this with the access to people. We've already talked about this.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about projecting your own feelings onto other people. Like, oh, you think you better than me. You think you this. You think you that. And I'm like, I never said that, but clearly you think I'm that.
Sound like you want to cut your notifications off, but you can't.
Cut them off. Free yourself. I'm telling you, it is the best.
Go ahead and free yourself.
Go ahead and free
if you don't like me, then don't talk to me.
Boy, she was preaching to me.
Go ahead and free yourself. All we doing is hooting and hollering.
Hooting
and hollering.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
She felt that thing.
Want me, then don't talk to
me. Song was so real. Don't listen to that shit. Full blast.
Sorry I yelled in y'all face, but
y'all be all right.
You know.
Y'all should know what this is.
I said face. I meant ears. Face too if y'all watching. Because that was not a pretty face.
Hooting and hollering.
Hollering and hooting. Hooting nanny. But what were we talking about?
KevOnStage.
Yeah. So my thing is like, people will project their own feelings on you and try to make it that your problem. And I say that as somebody that people do it all the time. You think you this. No, I don't.
Like I said,
I never said that.
Of strays you receive should be studied. Because I witness it and I'm like, how did that bullet land here? Because I've witnessed this whole thing and I didn't see that transpire.
The dude, Jade, you know how many times I've had to tell people.
I told you it needs to be studied.
How many times I've had to tell people. They would say, I'm like, I never said that. I never said it. I agree with you. I never said it.
And it was messed up. People defend me and my bullshit. And I straight said that, but she ain't mean it. And I meant all of that shit.
Dude. So yeah, I'm just like, no. You think we better than you. We over here just enjoying the quiet without the notifications. That's all. He's the same one that
He
had
just be
the
talking.
one. He sure do.
He just be
But I
talking.
like his content. But he's the one that also said, if you let your phone die, grow up. I'm just like, how about you just let me live over here?
I will agree because it irks me so bad. Your phone just be down. Like the charger is right there.
I literally commented on that and I was like,
just charge it.
I said, I let my phone die while I was sitting on my couch
next
my
to the charger.
Yep, charger was sitting right next to me. I still let that phone die. And then I put RIP phone. I don't care about my phone dying. I bring it back to life whenever I decide to charge it.
It's just, I can't live. It gives me anxiety to live like that. You know me. That shit ain't never below 45%.
Dude, I can guarantee you my phone right now is below 45%. Not much far below it. 43%.
Reckless.
How is that reckless? I'm at home.
How much is mine? Usual. 80.
Yeah, no. I charge my phone when I go to bed. If it dies before I go to bed, then it's just dead.
I can't live like that. I can't. It gives me anxiety to live like that.
Honestly, me having my phone gives me more anxiety than not having my phone.
Interesting.
Because the constant is just constant. So when I put my phone away, I will tell you this, the only reason I still have my phone with me is because I like to look up IMDb. That's the only reason. Other than that, my phone will be in my room. Like the guys from Bellies and Bullshit, Breon. After the episode aired, he had sent me a question, and I was working on the episode I was already working on the next episode. So I was in the office. Phone is in the living room, doing whatever phones do. And 1 a.m. rolls around, and I say, I think it's time for bed. So I go into the living room, grab my phone so that I could put it on the charger because now it's time to go to bed. And so I had a text message from him. I'm like, well, wasn't near my phone. I don't like having a phone. I don't.
We all must have one now.
I know. But I'm telling you, if I could go back to days where we didn't have phones, I'd do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Drop of a dime. I will look up. I will go back to researching stuff in encyclopedias if that meant
Why don't you get one of those old school flip phones? They still sell them.
I can't look up IMDb on that.
I mean, you can. It just be real slow if you remember those days.
My point is, just like most people say, and most people are joking when they say it, I'm dead ass serious. I don't have a phone to talk on. I have a phone so that I can look up IMDb when I'm watching these K-dramas and I go, I could have sworn I seen him in something.
You know they use the same 12 people. You have seen him in something.
No, some of them I look at I'm like, I guess I didn't.
I think it's because they put them all in the same haircut.
There's this guy there's this K-drama I'm watching.
It's the haircut.
I still haven't decided if I like it or not, but I'm on episode 2. It's called The Apartment Job.
Interesting.
I don't know this man's name.
Interesting name.
But I know he's getting back into like the acting. Maybe he was in the military. I don't know. But I hate his haircut.
What is it?
I don't know, but it reminds me of like early 2000s. And I saw him.
Oh, that's coming back.
I saw him in something from like the early 2000s. He had this, I said, and it looked terrible then. Change up the hair. Are you talking about
like early 2000s or like Kesha 2000s?
See, I don't even know what Kesha 2000s is.
Like 2007.
I don't know. It's
like just the Shine era where they all look like Kesha with feathers and shit.
Kinda, yeah.
The
hair,
era.
Yeah. And I'm just like, change your hair. Change the hair, dude. Like, you've been rocking that for the last 20 years. It's time to change it up a bit.
Hasn't JYP though?
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of fucks with the song.
Here's my thing, though. What I will say is I admire his determination to stay out there. Oh, it's the haircut from the man from Scrubs.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't like this haircut. I don't like it.
You know why? It's too messy and full at the top. And I think the volume doesn't work with his head. He has a nice face, but I don't like.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit his face.
I think that's what it is. Why are we analyzing this man's haircut? But
yeah, right. Like we got the credentials.
Like
for this
I got
shit.
the nerve.
Look at my head. I got it. Come on now. But
I've been needing a haircut since 3 weeks ago.
And I'm due for a retire, so
though. I can't get a haircut for another 2 weeks. I don't know why I do these things.
But what were you saying? Well, yeah, he I wish he changed his haircut. But there
JYP.
JYP, yeah.
That's what the fuck we was talking about.
Baby, come and make me sweat.
Here's my thing.
Sweat. I like that
just
song.
Sitting there like, I admire that he won't leave.
No, he ain't letting up.
But it reaches a point where there's no way he doesn't feel that this is ridiculous.
Somebody commented on one of his, because I didn't know this, and I don't even know if it's 100% true. And y'all might not even, if y'all don't like K-pop, y'all probably don't even know what the fuck we talking about. So we'll
yeah, they don't even know who that JYP is.
This will pass soon. But apparently he's a pastor.
I can see that actually.
So when he came out,
what type of church is he a pastor at?
Somebody
not talking about getting you wet. I hope he ain't nobody pastor.
I saw TikToks of his, so I know it's true.
His sermons?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said some of the funniest things that I thought it was just like a POV type of deal. I didn't think it was real until people was like, no, he's actually a priest. A pastor. And I was just like, so those videos is actual sermons? I thought that was him just joking
around. He making videos? Sweat. He over here.
And somebody commented, was like, didn't I just see him in a video with a Bible? I was like, yeah, now he got on leather pants and a leather vest with no shirt on, talking about come and make him sweat. That's JY Poppy for you.
The thing is, it's just because he has so much money and nothing else to do. Then on the side of being a pastor in videos, he's insulting people. Like, I don't. Where does he have the time?
That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of rich I want to be.
I was like, why won't he leave? And why is no one stopping him?
Because
it's like, you can't stop. He got his own record label. He got his own money. We can't even stop him. These people making his videos are on his payroll. What can they do? I mean, the quality is good. It's just he ain't good.
But if he's still getting this much money, he still has that much of a following.
Now, we all know his money comes from the talent of others, not from himself.
But let's be for real. JYP started JYP Entertainment.
Again, he's a better businessman than he is artist. And that's how I feel. But he's a better businessman than he will ever be an artist.
Oh, 100%.
But he won't give up on it.
But his artistry is what helped get JYP where it is.
JYP,
he's just great at marketing himself.
But J.Lo in a different company did country with more money.
And can't nobody say that at the very least J.Lo hasn't done a good job marketing herself.
Because she ain't got a piece of talent nowhere. I'm not gonna lie, I did like that movie she did with Owen Wilson. That Marry Me movie. I did like that fucking movie. I ain't gonna hold you. I did.
The only movie I really liked
in The Wedding Planner. I like that movie.
Oh, I did like The Wedding Planner.
Fucks with The
That
Wedding
was
Planner.
with my guy Matthew McConaughey.
Love him.
I love Matthew McConaughey.
Of course, enough. Of course.
That's
Selena, of course. Of course.
But Selena. I love that movie.
That's the best actor she's ever did in her entire life. She even had the little lip quiver and everything. I said, this is down to a science. But then I said, most of the believable part of her role is because they both were fine as hell.
Can't nobody ever take that from J.Lo. J.Lo is a beautiful woman.
She's evil.
I mean, of course she is. Would you be surprised?
No.
We both have sat here and said that if we had what we would consider the perfect bodies, we would be assholes.
Yeah.
So why would we be surprised?
I wouldn't know you and you wouldn't know me.
And if we did, that would be a big problem.
Because we would get our big asses together.
Mm-hmm. We'd have a whole business going.
Bubble entertainment.
I'm telling you, God knew what he was doing. So, yeah. Forgot where that was going again.
I don't know. JYP.
Yeah, always starts with JYP.
They don't even know who this is. We just talk.
Look, the song is good. It's called Wet by JYP.
It's catchy. It's not good.
It is catchy.
It's catchy.
I like it. It still might not go into a playlist. Y'all should just
I will never forget what he did on that award show. I will never forget.
JYP has the kind of confidence that only
it can't be manufactured
can wish for. Like, I don't care how confident you think you
ain't
are.
as confident as JYP.
You are never as confident as JYP.
The thing is, he doesn't even need evidence. He wake up and say, but then on the flip, there's another side.
On the flippity flop.
On the flip, there's another side that goes, if he got a good relationship with God, that would explain his foolishness. Because he feel like, God got me. I'm going to do whatever. This actually makes most sense now.
Yeah.
Because his level of belief in himself is dang near delusional.
Y'all should look him up. Look up JYP.
If you want some entertainment,
and
look up JYP.
Look up his latest video. It's called Wet. I fucks with the song. I don't know if it'll still make it to a playlist, but if I heard it in a bar, I bop to it.
I had a dream. This because I watched that stupid video and I had a dream about his ass.
Oh, geez.
That he had a damn Colors episode. I said, they better not put him on fucking Colors.
What are you talking about? What is Colors?
Concerts, mini concerts.
Oh.
They better not put him on fucking... Chaka Khan just did a real good
Chaka Khan.
I was like, God, her voice is still good.
I love Chaka Khan. I feel for you.
Do. Because I love ya.
What?
You've adopted my shimmy, and I
love it. My favorite Chaka Khan song is My Funny Valentine.
Of course it is.
Sweet comic Valentine.
Because you're secretly so sweet. Mm-hmm.
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
It is.
I just like her voice.
It's a nice, sweet song.
You make me smile. I love Chaka Khan. I don't know.
She's animated.
She is. Her voice is just so good. Girl, I saw something that's going to make you want to find this person and slap them.
What? What you find?
Somebody on TikTok going to say, I just feel Whitney Houston's voice wasn't all y'all make it out to be.
And that is the definition of a troll. Because what do they mean? She did the best version of the Star Spangled Banner that's ever existed.
I said, what we not going to do? What we not going to do.
I'm your baby tonight. I don't want to hear it.
Is have no Whitney Houston slander on Obama's internet.
None of it.
And this was a black woman too. I said, where's your mama?
Always a
you
troll.
Got to get a whooping because what do you mean? That you Whitney Houston.
That's one of the greatest voices in history.
This is not a subjective topic.
Sure ain't.
This is an objective topic. Whitney Houston.
This is fact.
Has an amazing voice. And I know I still use present tense and she's gone. But we can still consume her music.
Because she lives on.
She lives on. She lives on. You will not. And I repeat, you will not.
No slander.
Slander Miss Whitney Houston. You and Oprah.
I forgot that.
She had her issues.
I forgot about
she
that.
Had her issues. But what we ain't gonna do, we ain't gonna act like Whitney was just out here crawling around on that damn stage talking about some she was high. Yeah, because Whitney just walked up to you and said, girl, Oprah, I'm high. I don't think she told you that. You making an assumption. I don't believe you, Oprah. And if you wanted that shit to be a
Forgot about
secret,
that
then you should have
shit
kept it a
without,
goddamn
bruh.
secret. You know who my shero is?
Who?
Jennifer fucking Lewis.
Love her.
I freaking love that woman.
She can still kick her leg real high. I need to work
She
on
can.
that.
She can. I've been watching a lot of her stuff. I've always loved her when she was on Fresh Prince, everything. Love her. That woman can do no wrong in my eyes.
Well, her roles are always herself. I said, who's she playing?
Herself.
She's always just herself.
And I've been watching a lot of, like, if there's one celebrity that I actually do wish I could meet, it is Jennifer Lewis.
She was here recently, actually.
I know. They did some stuff with her, and I was just like, man, I'm jealous.
And I said, I just seen that damn exhibit.
I like her. She just seems like such a down-to-earth person.
Yep, I like her.
And she stands for something. Like,
we should do one of her meet and greets one of these days.
For sure. If I can, 100%. I didn't even know that was an option. But I would love to meet her.
Sad I missed her when she came here.
Yeah, and it's actually someplace that's not far from here that was doing something that she was at. I couldn't remember what it was, though.
Children's Museum was the last I heard. It was Children's Museum for the Princess Tiana
thing. I don't think I knew about that.
Because she's Mama Odie.
What does that
Princess
mean?
and the Frog. She's a character in Princess and the Frog, Mama Odie.
I'm like, I don't understand.
Mama Odie told you so. You didn't watch Princess and the Frog. Good movie. You're missing out.
You're right. I did not watch.
Great movie. Missing out.
So I read this story and I can't find it now, but oh well.
What was the gist of the story?
The gist of it was this guy said that he was secretly ruining his brother's life.
Why?
And he brought up like, oh, my family treats my brother like he's the golden child and he can do no wrong. And he's become very resentful of his brother because of it. And they was like, then he's like, oh, but they don't know the real him. I know he cheated on his first girlfriend for a year. He stole money from grandma to go do this spring break trip when he was in college. And then he goes on to say, now he's a successful lawyer with a model-looking wife, and said that he sent stuff to his law firm, proving that he did some stuff when he was in college that his parents helped him hide, and that it prevented his brother from getting a promotion. So he's just trying to ruin his brother's life. And I was just like,
I'm like, my first thought was, so you're really resentful at your family.
That's what I said.
But you're pushing it out. You need to be having these conversations with your family. They are the ones who chose to favor him over you. Why are you mad at him? He didn't make these people favor him. They decided to. So really you mad at your family and taking it out on him. And that's your brother. What's wrong with you?
Here it is. It says...
That's crazy.
So his post says, everyone thinks my older brother is a saint. He is the golden child of the family. He is a successful lawyer. He volunteers at a dog shelter, and he is engaged to a woman who looks like a model. My parents talk about him like he is the second coming of Christ, while they barely remember my birthday. But I know the real him. I know that he cheated on his first girlfriend for a year. I know he stole money from our grandma 10 years ago to pay for a spring break trip. I tried to tell my parents once and they called me a jealous liar. So now I play the long game. Every time he gets a big break or a new job, I send an anonymous tip to his employers or his friends. I don't make up lies. I just send evidence of the things he's actually did. I sent his law firm a copy of his disciplinary report from his college that my parents helped him hide. He just lost a massive promotion and he has no idea why. Watching him cry about bad luck is the only thing that makes me feel better. I should have moved on with my life, but the resentment is just absolutely too strong. I want him to feel as small as he made me feel for 20 years.
And again, it's not him, it's your family.
And I
making you feel small.
I commented and I said, based on what you said, sounds like your brother actually hasn't done a single thing to you, and you're blaming him for the way other people treat you. You're also holding little petty things over his head that he's done 10 plus years ago, saying that's the real him, forgetting the fact that people can and often do change. That may have been the real him 10 plus years ago, but may not be the real him anymore.
And do you even actually talk to him?
If I were you, I'd seek therapy for this misplaced resentment. I feel bad for you and your brother. You're ruining both of your lives. And I'm just like...
Did he respond? Of course he did.
No, of course he's not going to respond. If the story is even real. No, it's just more people saying, what a complete waste of your time and energy. Go to therapy. Ultimately, whatever happens in your brother's life doesn't change who you are. You sound like an ass.
Because that's my thing, because he's always talking about his brother, but it's like, it seems to me, even if your family doesn't like you, they don't like you based on your resentment of your brother. Like, it's just a never-ending cycle. And if you hate everybody so much, move away from them. Like, get away from them. Why are you staying over there?
I don't have the energy. I don't have the brain power. I don't have any type of willingness to hate somebody that much.
I don't care enough.
If my family decided
that they like one of my siblings more than me, I would just distance myself from that family. I'm not being resentful of the person they decided to favor on their own. Like, they can favor whoever they want to favor. I'm just not going to waste my time trying to be in your favor also. I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like he need to move away from all his fucking family. Because then also he talk about everything his brother. Like, seems like you not doing much with your life and you mad at him. Because if y'all in the exact same household, more than likely y'all had the same opportunities and your life could have been just as successful.
Look,
like,
don't get me wrong. I felt the same way about my brother. I felt that when I was growing up, I felt that the way people talked about my brother, the way people always was looking for him was like, well, damn, am I chopped liver or something?
He's beautiful, Jocelyn.
Look.
It is what it is.
I'm talking about family, though.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Like, and he's, like, athletic, and he's playing sports, and he got good grades. That's all they gonna talk about. That's all they gonna talk about.
And then you had average Jocelyn.
And he the elder brother. Please, you didn't stand a chance.
So I felt that my brother was the golden child between.
But you didn't sabotage his ass.
Sabotage him. Like, it wasn't that deep that I felt like. Even though, yes, I kind of felt that my brother was the golden child, I never felt that my mother or anybody in my family loved my brother more than me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They just knew that he was actually living up to his potential. He was getting the straight A's and whatever grades he was getting. He got dang near a perfect on the ACT when he took it. He was popular. He played sports and
all
like
the
he did stuff.
And caboodles. Yeah.
And you had me that I just wanted to come home, get a bag of chips and watch some TV. So I'm like, there's a difference between us. But I never felt like people favored him more.
I mean, but I will say, maybe the family did favor his brother more.
Maybe they did. But either way, that's not the brother's fault.
Yeah, but it's like some things, I'm like, you trying to put things in your control that are out of your control. And I'm with you, trying to sabotage his life from shit he did when he was 19. And we are like damn near 40 at this point.
I mean, because I'm telling you, if people came to me talking about Jocelyn when 20 years ago, you did something to me. Like, look.
I did shit.
You ain't lying. I have done some dumb shit.
I don't do it no more, but I did it.
I mean, I'm also the person that told y'all, I overdrew my bank account like $300-400 to go on a quick trip to Vegas. I would never do that shit again. I'm not the same person I was 10, 20 years ago. 10, 20 years ago, I was 18. Gosh, that was 20 years ago.
Gross.
Actually, 21 years ago.
Gross. We are aging, and we're aging quickly.
Well, we were warned.
At least there's eye cream.
We were told that
time flies and then nobody
starts
lies.
going faster and faster. So, yeah, I was just like, that's kind of, you're a shitty person.
That's what I'm like, he doesn't realize that he's the bad person he's claiming his brother is.
But
I'm like, you're the bad person.
Just like these damn K-dramas. The villain always thinks they are the victim. But sometimes the villain
sometimes
is the
they
victim.
are. It's a double sword.
But most of the time, no. You created your own shit and now you want to blame other people.
Because they start off as victims and then they change into the villain. Then they still think they're the victim. Like, no, situation has changed. It has changed.
Changed great.
You ran over her mama with a car, bitch.
And then back that bitch up too. And not only that, girl, did I tell you about the K-drama I saw where these people hit this woman's child? And when the woman
you told me,
asked him to apologize, he said, well, how dare your son?
I would have lost my shit too. I would have lost my shit too.
And I ain't even got no fucking kids, but I'm like, you could not
peel me off that bitch. You had to peel me off that bitch.
And she whacked the hell out his ass with that damn car, killed him instantly.
Smiled.
She did. And when they took her ass to court, she said, I don't want your leniency.
And then, because how you give him 5 years for killing my son? What you think you gonna give me a life sentence for killing him?
Talking about, because her lawyer was like, we asked for leniency because of the situation. She said, nah, fuck with I don't want your leniency. Because if it was to happen again, I'll run his ass over again.
Let me see him in the street again. Let me see him in the street again.
I don't care if I see his goddamn ghost.
I'm running that bitch over too.
It was a good show though. Another one I'm watching right now is called The East Palace. It's supernatural.
Okay.
It's kind of fucked up though.
What happened?
So
ain't they always fucked up?
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know about this one. You probably
a little more fucked up than usual.
Kind of need to come with a trigger warning for this one.
But
it doesn't, oddly enough. So, okay, so there's this guy who had a near-death experience.
Mm-hmm.
His mama did die, but he ended up surviving. They ended up like drowning, and he was underwater for like 12 minutes, but somehow still survived.
Okay.
So, but once he survived, he could now see spirits.
Okay. That happens, people say.
Yeah. And these spirits is terrorizing the palace.
Okay.
And the king comes and pretty much kidnaps him to make him find and get rid of the spirit. But all the while, the king knows who is doing the terrorizing, but won't tell him like really anything like who this spirit is or anything like that, because the palace has secrets.
Of course the palace.
And if you find out the palace secrets,
you dead.
You have to die.
Yeah, you dead now.
And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. He could see spirits, But then comes time for him to actually go deal with one of these spirits, because it's a ton of spirits in this damn palace. And he got to go deal with one. Do you know how he gets to communicate with these spirits?
How?
He has to drown himself every single time.
Gross.
I said, so you mean
you got to die to talk to him?
He has to cross over every time. I said, why does this not come with a unaliving yourself?
So they make y'all watch him choking and shit?
He drowns himself. He gets into the thing.
That's what I'm saying, y'all.
And then the other thing, he puts a noose on.
And a noose?
He used sheets to create a rope. And he tied one end to a tree. And then he put one end around his neck. And then he goes into the lake and drowns himself. And the rope is so that the person that's helping him can pull him out. And I was just like, but did it have to go around your neck?
Couldn't go around your waist or something?
Something?
Your ankle, bitch?
It literally around his neck every time. It's a really good show, but I'm just like,
I
this
wouldn't
should
be
come
able
with
to
a trigger
stomach
warning.
that. I'm like, a lot of death here.
It is a lot of every episode.
Noose was a little triggering. Should be like, hey y'all, some shit's in here. FYI.
And the only thing that they had listed as a trigger warning was like fear or something like that.
I know they didn't put fear. This is not a Y7. Fuck it.
I was like,
there's more than just fear in
he's
here.
unaliving himself in every episode. You don't think that's triggering for somebody?
Shouldn't be a suicide or death?
Something?
This ain't rated M for mature.
So, but like I said, it's a really good show.
I ain't watching that shit. You lost me.
I'm
Noose.
just like,
Noose and killing himself every episode. Why he gotta die to talk to these spirits? Them they can't just take over his body or something. Like, dude, why he gotta die?
And he almost, because every time he goes over there, he loses some of his, I think it's called yang energy.
So he killing himself to go over there.
Essentially, yeah, he can be turned into a spirit. And he almost did get turned into one, but luckily the person that's supposed to be helping him ended up following his same process because she knew he was over there dying, and she hops in, she ties one around, so she goes around her waist, and she gets into the same lake, drowns herself, ends up on the other side with him and helps him, and caught him just as he was about to get ready and kill somebody in real life as a spirit. And he told her, he's like, I'm telling you right now, if I turn into a spirit while I'm over there, I'm going to turn into this type of spirit, and it ain't going to be good for the king. I'm telling you that. And when she finally made it over there, he was standing in front of the king. King can't see him. King knows he's there because the king is trying to turn him into a spirit so that he can use him. He was standing in front of the king ready to kill him. And the person that's helping him is the king's daughter.
It's crazy. These plot lines are too much for me. I got too much to do. I don't got time. I don't.
Like I said, it's a good show. It's just, it should come with a trigger warning. That's more
all.
than just, it's a horror movie. And there's nothing horror about it, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Let's do these shots that's been sitting here for 45 minutes.
These shots, they warm.
Been a long time since we did this.
My belly. Can't smell them because they make me.
Right. 1, 2. Oh, we doing it again?
Salud.
Salud. 1, 2, 3. Oh, tequila is nasty. Thank y'all for sticking around with that. And that ocean spray is nasty too.
It's not nasty. You just ain't filled with sugar.
Anyway, it's been a while since we've done a shot on the episode. And
this why.
This is episode, let's see, 86, 87, 88. This is episode 89, y'all. 89.
Can't believe it.
Man, it's it'll be 2 years in December.
And we still finding shit to say. Look at us go.
I mean, look.
Life happens.
One thing I can guarantee you about Miss Jocelyn, I always got an opinion on something. If there ain't one thing I got, it is an opinion. So I can always find something to talk about. Even if it just be like, the sky was awfully gray today.
And here I come. Man, it wasn't too bad. It was a little sun.
And they'll be like, you just gotta ruin it. Like sometimes you just need to talk shit. Yes, you do. No. You see, I don't actually believe that you don't talk shit. I just think that you wait till you get home and you talk to Victor about that shit. But you don't come talk to your friends about that shit.
Yeah, I do. I be talking shit.
When?
When it's cold.
True. Or like last time when it was raining.
Yeah, I don't like that either. See, it's just I'm mainly optimistic. Besides when I'm cold or wet. That's it. Or when I fall, because I don't like that.
Well, that's because we getting old. We can't be falling no more. We should get electric bikes.
I'm still scared.
Well, we got told we need to grow up last time.
These people hate life, and you ain't gonna make me hate life because you hate life. And I'm gonna get an electric blue electric bike, bitch. Because
why, Jade? Green is your color.
Electric blue is brighter.
Leave me and blue alone. You keep coming for blue, and you know that's my color.
You don't own the damn color blue.
Look, you are green.
Look, it's your fault. You got a good shade of blue. Now, had you got a darker shade, I wouldn't have fucked with it. I wouldn't have wanted it. But I said, that's a nice looking blue.
She trying to take my hoodie.
Again, these are for the public to purchase. It's not her hoodie.
It's my hoodie. I chose to have that blue as an option for the hoodie so that I could purchase it.
And you can.
And I like being unique.
You can't make it an option for the public and say you like being unique.
Look.
Anybody with the money to purchase the hoodie can have the hoodie. I ain't say
my logic made sense.
I like the blue one. What you want me to do?
Buy the purple
and you the one that told me you should really look at that blue.
Because I wanted to show you what I was going to get.
I said, I like this blue. I'm getting it.
It was like it for Jocelyn. And
it still can be for Jocelyn.
Whatever. Anyway.
I'm still buying it.
Y'all check out the merch.
Buy shit.
Make sure you buy.
We do PayPal.
Her and this damn PayPal, I swear. Y'all, like, how many of y'all out there using PayPal still?
Love it.
Because I'm telling you, the number of emails I get from PayPal talking about we just processed this invoice. No, you didn't.
That ain't really PayPal. Those are scammers.
I know they're scammers because I go log into my PayPal and they not a NIN invoice there.
No, those are scammers.
But yeah, I don't know. I used to fucks with PayPal. You know what? I used to use PayPal only whenever I bought something off eBay.
Yeah, I use it for that too. It's like online purchase where I don't want to put my actual card information in there. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, PayPal has my information and PayPal pays them and I pay PayPal. So these people never have any access to my actual banking information.
Now I use it for...
I love it. That's what I use it for.
International purchases.
It's real good for
because you don't get charged international fees. If you didn't know, if you use PayPal for international purchases, if it's an option, you won't be charged an international fee. The more you know.
That's why I fucks with PayPal. This is why I go hard in the paint. For PayPal.
All right, Waka.
I found the new shoe site over from England.
Look, can somebody tag Jay Brooks in all of our stuff? We need Jay Brooks in the room.
Who's Jay Brooks?
Jay Brooks is where the outfit that I wore on the Bellies and Bullshit episode.
Oh, that company. Yeah.
And the shorts that I am going to wear to the block party. That outfit. They have really good quality clothes for plus size women. And I am trying to get them to sponsor a girl's perspective. I've already I recommended them on TikTok. And they actually replied to it and said, thank you for the recommendation, blah, blah, blah. And then they went and checked out our TikToks. So I'm like, so y'all looking at the TikToks.
Send us some shit.
The TikToks. Don't send us some shit. Send us some money.
And some shit.
I mean, if you can do both.
You got my size. I want some too.
I think they do have your size. But it's a boutique and they have really, really nice clothes. So I'm like, I really wish Jay Brooks could sponsor a girl's perspective because their clothes are actually pretty darn nice. So I also messaged them on Instagram too, but I haven't heard back yet.
We'll see.
So I'm like, we need to start mass tagging Jay Brooks because they need to sponsor a girl's perspective because I'm about to be all up in they clothes.
We'll take a picture, keep tagging them in. You and all they damn clothes.
Yeah, I'm really bad at taking pictures.
Girl, you and me both. That's why I don't take none. And I do need to get better at that.
It's not that I'm bad at taking the pictures. I just never think about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just live life.
Yeah.
then afterwards I go, I could have took some good pictures. Took some pictures. Shit.
I know damn.
I'm too busy living. I need to do that with my kids too, because we just be living, having fun. I don't take no pictures.
Like at the Bellies and Bullshit episode, we didn't take pictures.
Yeah, we did.
We took one picture but
none of us have seen.
Yeah, none of us have seen that picture.
It'll show up one day.
None of us thought to take a picture or two or any.
We showed it. She said something. We thought, oh, girl, you right.
Yeah, she was like, do y'all want a picture? And I was just like,
oh, you right. We all was like, oh,
sure.
We should have did that.
Why not? And the whole time, they actually set up shop in the damn studio too. And was recording shit. We left them there.
Ain't we rude? We go out by y'all.
Well, I didn't expect them to stay there and start recording content. And I was like,
it's a new environment.
I said, well, this is why they probably already making money with their podcast, because they see every opportunity as an opportunity to record some content. Whereas we see it as, all right, we recorded content, it's time to go.
We've done our due diligence. We're the worst.
We are the worst.
And the thing is, neither one of us thinks of it. We just go, whoop, that's done. Anyway, where we about to eat?
Yeah.
And then we leave. And then we don't even make content when we go out there. We be in a full-blown restaurant.
Yep.
No content.
Don't take pictures, nothing.
Crumbs, eating, drinking. And we be having a good time. We need to get better at that.
But the craziest thing is we can't even say it's because we millennials and shit like that, because when we was in our 20s, it was always pictures
with those damn cameras.
Yeah, but now
what picture?
I don't think
we got these cell phones that can take incredible pictures.
Don't take none. How many pictures? Like, anybody that's actually watching it, how often do you actually take pictures of yourself? Is it just me and Jade that don't really?
I don't think I've taken any of myself this entire damn year.
I don't think I have either. No, what? That's a lie.
I have pictures, but they weren't taken by me.
I have taken pictures of myself, but then I just never do anything with it.
Oh yeah, there's some Snapchats where I have a good time. And I take those for me. Like,
you gotta stop with these filters, dude.
No, I don't have crazy filters. Now,
every picture I see of you, when I was searching for pictures for your birthday post, I was like, can I please find a picture where she ain't got a damn filter on?
They're fun.
I was just like, I ain't trying to see filtered Jade.
They're fun.
Stop it with the filter. You don't need it.
They're fun.
Just like with makeup. I'm like, if you don't, I ain't getting into that topic no more. We talked about makeup.
They're fun.
Sure. I'm going to learn how to do makeup.
I'm sick of you. I've had enough.
What you mean? I'm going to learn how to do makeup. And then when we have photo shoots, you know who's going to be listed as the makeup artist? Jocelyn. Because I'm going to learn how to do it, and I'm going to learn how to do it so good.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever.
You just be doing shit just to do shit.
Look, why can't I just learn? I also want to learn how to do massage therapy.
Now, massage makes sense to me.
Why doesn't makeup?
Because you don't wear it and you're not going to wear it.
I wear it if we do photo shoots.
So once a year, you'll wear the makeup.
And I'll do both of our makeup. Saves us money. You know how expensive that damn makeup artist that did our last photo shoot was? Shit. Well, I'd do it just for the money.
She had custom plates on a luxury car. I knew what time it was.
That's also the reason why I almost became a damn sister loctician.
You should. That's a lot of money in that.
I'm like, I could make $2,000 per head.
Yeah, you could do one head a week.
I said I would literally just do installs. Go see somebody else for your retires, but I will do your installs. Give me that $2,000 a head. Look, I've said it once. I've said it twice. I can be bought.
You need to quit saying that out loud. And I keep telling you that.
It don't matter if I don't care if I don't like makeup. I will learn how to do some bomb ass makeup if that means I can make some money off of it. I mean, we selling ourselves to work.
Yeah, essentially.
No difference than we just ain't spreading our legs.
Some people are.
Some people are. Some people are sleeping their way straight up to the top. I can't do that. That sounds exhausting.
The thing is, now somebody always got someone over your head.
A recording or something.
It's just, it's not worth it to me.
But we know who we need to invite back on the show?
Who?
First off, we need to invite some females on the show.
You right.
We only really know men.
What can we do?
We do need to invite some more females on the show though. But I think my loctician's supposed to be on here at some point. We talk about it every time I get my hair done. We just never actually schedule a time for her to come.
She'll say that when she's really serious about it.
We also need to have Kevin back on. Maybe even his new co-host, because he has a new co-host now. I think he's the plant man or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we need to have him back on. He was a good time. But anyway, don't know what this episode was. It was truly just hanging out because we talked about some bullshit.
Hey, we friends hanging out. This what we do.
It's what we do. All we ever gonna do.
It's who we are.
Is it though?
Ain't that what we do when we hang out?
It is. We just have a good time.
We just
vibing.
Eat also. That's the only difference.
We do usually
is that there's food.
And you know, I have thought about.
No, I'm not eating on there.
No, we can't.
No.
One, I make food noises, and that would annoy me.
And I'm crummy. So
Jade is. Oh my God, Jade is a
crummy.
messy eater. Y'all, if we ever get to the point where we can tour and stuff, and like actually have people like do like an intimate dinner with us, I'm like, Jade is a messy.
I will not eat. I will drink.
Jade is a messy eater. You should have seen her tearing up some chips up here one day. All the crunch she was just getting off of that. I was like, girl. I always have to be like, Jade. Girl, get all that off your damn shirt.
I'm crabby.
Jade is funny. Y'all don't even know. Y'all think she funny on this. Y'all should see her when we not recording. Like, she ain't really much different, but goodness, she's hilarious. But anyway, make sure y'all check out agirlsperspective.com. Look at the merch. Buy some stuff if you so please.
Buy shit.
Even if you buying it for other people, because some of that stuff makes good gifts too.
Buy some shit.
Also, check out SweetArtFluid.com. That is my art. Here are some examples of coasters that I made. Coasters are great, great, great gifts. Which I didn't realize that until I started making coasters and how much people actually likes a good coaster.
People love a good coaster.
I had never used them until I actually had some in my house.
They're nice.
But yes, they are ceramic and they are covered in resin to protect the paint.
Custom unique art. Buy her shit.
Unique, yes. And I'm sorry if something on my website sells and you've been having your eye on it, it cannot. I repeat, nothing on that website can be replicated because it is fluid art. Once you pour that paint, it is going to do whatever it wants to do. I cannot replicate it. So, I say that to say, if it's something you like, better go ahead and get it. Because once it's gone, it's gone. But anywho, just check out the website, see if there's anything on there that you like. And just like with the merch, if it is, buy it. That's all I say.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. It would be greatly appreciated, and it will definitely be used to support the ongoing of this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I said in the last episode, it is very expensive to fund said podcast, as well as, get the next one up and running, which I'm trying to do, but I'm not gonna do it until I have money to actually pay for the editing and stuff. So with that, like I said, make sure on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and
share.
And on the audio platforms, make sure you like, comment, follow and
rate and review.
Comments are very important. Please make sure you leave the comments. Share. We want to get this show shared to as many people as possible. So if you could please share, that would be great. And with that, we will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Bye, friends.